I stood outside my parents' house and whispered, "This year will be different." "Don't lie to yourself," I added, then rang the bell. Mom opened the door with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "You made it," Linda said. "I always do," I replied. Dad looked up from the couch. "Traffic bad?" Robert asked. "Nothing I couldn't handle," I said. Ethan grinned from the dining table. "Look who finally showed up," he said. "I'm right on time," I answered. "Sure you are," he laughed. Chloe smiled politely. "Hi," she said. "Hi," I replied, nodding. Rachel didn't look up from her phone. "Hey," I said. "Hey," she muttered. I placed the gift on the table. "What's that?" Mom asked. "Just something small," I said. Ethan raised an eyebrow. "Small for you," he joked. "Very funny," I said. Dad glanced at the box. "You shouldn't have spent money," he said. "I wanted to," I replied. We sat down. Plates clinked. Forks scraped. "So," Ethan said, "how's the job?" "It's fine," I said. "Still temporary?" he asked. I smiled. "Still paying the bills." "For now," he said. Mom laughed. "He's always been a dreamer," she said. "I prefer optimist," I replied. Dad chuckled. "You always did aim high," he said. "I still do," I said. Rachel finally looked up. "Must be nice to have goals," she said. "I think everyone does," I replied. She shrugged. "Some of us just grow up." Chloe leaned toward Ethan. "He's sensitive," she whispered, "not quietly enough." "I heard that," I said. Ethan laughed. "Relax, it's Christmas," he said. I forced a smile. "Right. Christmas," I said. Mom passed the potatoes. "Still single?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "Any reason?" she pressed. "I like peace," I replied. Dad smirked. "Always dramatic," he said. "I call it honest," I answered. Ethan lifted his glass. "To our brother," he said. I raised mine. "Still surviving," I said. "Surviving isn't winning," Ethan replied. Everyone laughed. I laughed too, slower. Mom looked at the gift again. "You really didn't need to," she said. "I wanted to feel included," I said. She blinked. "Well, you are," she replied quickly. Rachel sighed. "You always say weird things," she said. "I always feel weird here," I said. Silence fell. Dad cleared his throat. "Let's eat," he said. As we ate, Ethan kept talking. "Remember when he tried that online business?" "I remember failing," I said. "Exactly," Ethan replied. Chloe laughed softly. "At least you try," she said. "Someone has to," I replied. Mom smiled too wide. "He's got heart," she said. "Heart doesn't pay rent," Dad added. I nodded. "I know," I said. Rachel checked her phone again. "Some people just never change," she said. "I'm trying to," I replied. Ethan leaned back. "You always say that," he said. "And I always mean it," I answered. I looked around the table. Everyone was smiling. Not at me. At the idea of me. I picked up my fork and told myself, just get through dinner. Christmas meant family. Even when it hurt. Dad leaned back in his chair and said, "So, still at that temporary job?" "It's work," I replied. He laughed. "Temporary has been a long time." Ethan snorted. "Some people just like being comfortable," he said. "I like paying rent," I said. Rachel smiled without warmth. "He's always been consistent," she said. "That's one way to say it," Dad replied. Mom chuckled nervously. "Let's not start," Linda said. "I'm not starting anything," Dad said. Ethan leaned forward. "I mean, come on," he said. "How many years now?" "Enough," I replied. Rachel tilted her head. "He's always been the family charity case," she said. The room exploded with laughter. Not quick laughter. Not polite laughter. The kind that stays too long. I smiled because that's what I do. "Guess I should charge interest," I said. My voice cracked on the last word. Ethan wiped his eyes. "Wow," he said. "He's joking back now." "I've learned from the best," I replied. Chloe leaned close to Ethan and whispered something. He smirked. "See," he said, "even Chloe agrees." "Agrees with what?" I asked. "That you're sensitive," he replied. "I'm not sensitive," I said. Rachel laughed again. "You always say that," she said. Mom reached for her wine. "Let's calm down," she said. "I'm calm," I replied. Dad waved his hand. "We're just teasing," he said. "It doesn't feel like teasing," I answered. Ethan shrugged. "Feelings aren't facts," he said. I swallowed. "So what's the joke?" I asked. Silence hit the table. Then Mom spoke. "Well," she said casually, "we did help Ethan out when he needed it." I looked at her. "Help how?" I asked. Dad nodded. "With money," he said. "Just until he got on his feet." My chest tightened. "How much?" I asked. Ethan smiled proudly. Enough, he said. I stared at Mom. I asked you for help, I said. She avoided my eyes. That was different, she replied. How? I asked. Dad cleared his throat. Ethan had potential, he said. The word hit harder than laughter. Don't I? I asked. Rachel sighed. This again, she said. I didn't know it was a competition, I replied. Ethan laughed. It's not, he said. You just lost. Chloe giggled. Ethan worked hard, she said. So did I replied. Mom finally looked at me. We couldn't help everyone, she said. There are 4 of us, I said. Dad frowned. You're being dramatic, he said. I nodded slowly. Right, I said. Ethan leaned back. You always take things personally, he said. Because they are personal, I replied. Rachel crossed her arms. You always play the victim, she said. I laughed once. It sounded broken. Funny, I said. I didn't plan this. Mom sighed. It's Christmas, she said. Not for me, I replied. Dad looked annoyed. Don't ruin dinner, he said. I didn't, I answered. You did. Silence swallowed the table. I looked at every face. They weren't shocked. They weren't sorry. This wasn't accidental. This wasn't careless. This dinner wasn't about food. It wasn't about family. It was about reminding me exactly where I stood. I pushed my chair back. The scrape against the floor sounded louder than everyone. Dad looked up. What are you doing? He asked. I'm done, I said. Mom frowned. Sit down, she said. No, I replied. Ethan laughed. Here we go, he said. I looked at him. When did I become your joke? I asked. Rachel rolled her eyes. Don't start, she said. I didn't, I replied. You did. Dad sighed. You're being dramatic, he said. I nodded slowly. That's what you always say, I replied. Mom stood halfway. Please, she said. It's Christmas. When was the last time it felt like it? I asked. Silence spread. I pointed at Ethan. You get help, I said. I pointed at Rachel. You get respect, I added. I looked at my parents. I get jokes, I said. That's not fair, Mom replied. Neither was tonight, I said. Ethan crossed his arms. You're acting like a victim, he said. No, I answered. I'm acting like someone who's tired. Dad shook his head. You always do this, he said. I always swallow it, I replied. Tonight I didn't. Rachel scoffed. You're embarrassing us, she said. I laughed once. That's rich, I replied. Mom stepped closer. Don't leave like this, she said. I grabbed my coat. I've been leaving like this my whole life, I said. Dad stood up. If you walk out, don't come crying back, he said. I met his eyes. I stopped crying years ago, I replied. Ethan shrugged. Suit yourself, he said. I opened the door. Cold air rushed in. Mom called my name. I didn't turn around. Outside, the night slapped my face. The cold burned, but it felt honest. I sat in my car and shut the door. Silence wrapped around me. No jokes out here, I said to myself. My hands shook on the steering wheel. Not from the cold. From everything finally landing. I heard Dad's voice in my head. You're dramatic. I heard Ethan laughing. I heard Rachel sighing. I heard myself staying quiet. Year after year. Just keep the peace, I whispered. I remembered birthdays where I smiled. Dinners where I nodded. Calls where I said, it's fine. It was never fine. I leaned my head back. I survived, I said. The word tasted wrong. Surviving meant shrinking. Surviving meant accepting scraps. Surviving meant pretending I didn't hurt. I looked at the house through the windshield. Warm lights. Closed doors. That was never my home, I said. My phone buzzed. A message from Mom. Please come back. I didn't reply. Another buzz. Rachel. You're overreacting. I laughed quietly. Of course, I said. Ethan texted next. Don't be soft. I turned the phone face down. I started the engine. The sound steadied me. I didn't lose anything, I said. I just stopped lying. The road ahead was dark. Cold. Empty. But it was mine. As I pulled away, my chest hurt. Not from regret. From relief. I'm done surviving, I said. I want to live. The house disappeared behind me. The silence stayed. This time, it didn't feel cruel. Weeks passed, but nothing magically fixed itself. I still woke up tired. I still counted every dollar. At work, Mark noticed first. You're quieter than usual, he said. I'm working, I replied. He nodded. That's what I meant, he said. Mark was older, calm, the kind of man who didn't waste words. You all right? He asked one night. I'm fine, I said. He looked at me. That wasn't an answer, he replied. I shrugged. Family stuff, I said. Mark leaned against the desk. Family can drain you, he said. I know, I replied. He didn't push. Instead, he said, you staying late again? Yeah, I said. Good, he replied. I'll show you something. That became our rhythm. Short talks. Long hours. You learn faster than you think, Mark said one evening. I don't feel fast, I replied. Feelings lie, he said. At home, my phone kept buzzing. Mom called. I didn't answer. Dad texted once. Let's talk. I didn't reply. Rachel left a voicemail. Hey, she said. Just checking in. Her voice sounded practiced. I deleted it before it ended. At work, Mark pointed at my screen. Why did you do it that way? He asked. It worked, I replied. It did, he said. But this way lasts longer. I watched. I listened. I stopped arguing. You don't complain, Mark said one night. I used to, I replied. Why'd you stop? He asked. Complaining never helped, I said. He smiled slightly. Exactly, he replied. Some nights, I went home and stared at the ceiling. Was I wrong? I asked myself. The silence didn't answer. Other nights, I opened my laptop again. I practiced. I failed. I tried again. Mark caught me once. You're off the clock, he said. I know, I replied. Why stay? He asked. Because this is mine, I said. He paused. That's the right reason, he replied. Money stayed tight. Groceries were simple. Heat stayed low. I laughed once, alone. Freedom is cold, I said. Another voicemail came. Mom again. I'm worried, she said. I deleted it. At work, something finally clicked. The problem had been breaking us for days. I fixed it quietly. Mark stared at the screen. You did that? He asked. Yeah, I said. How? I stopped panicking, I replied. He nodded. Good, he said. For the first time, pride hit me. Soft. Careful. I didn't tell anyone. Later, Mark handed me coffee. You earned this, he said. Thanks, I replied. He sat across from me. You're not broken, he said. I feel like it, I answered. That means you're healing, he replied. I thought about my family. About silence. About space. They don't call as much now, I said. Good, Mark replied. Good? I asked. Means you're not feeding the cycle, he said. I nodded slowly. Rock bottom didn't feel dramatic. No shouting. No explosions. Just empty rooms. Long nights. Quiet winds. I locked up one night and whispered, I did this. No one clapped. No one noticed. But it was mine. Mark called me into his office one morning. Sit, he said. Am I in trouble? I asked. No, he replied. You're moving up. I blinked. Moving where? I asked. Better position, he said. More responsibility. I laughed once. You serious? I asked. I don't joke about work, he replied. I nodded slowly. Thank you, I said. You earned it, he replied. That afternoon, I met Claire. She shook my hand firmly. So you're the one Mark talks about, she said. Hopefully good things, I replied. She smiled. He says you listen, she said. I try, I answered. We sat down. She explained the project. I asked questions. She nodded instead of interrupting. That makes sense, she said. You think so? I asked. Yes, she replied. Finally. The word stayed with me. Finally. After the meeting, Mark watched me walk out. She respects you, he said. That's new, I replied. Get used to it, he said. Life changed slowly. No sudden wealth. No dramatic wins. I paid bills on time. Bought better groceries. Fixed things instead of ignoring them. Stability feels boring, I said one night. Mark laughed. Boring keeps you free, he replied. Claire emailed often. Your idea worked, she wrote. I replied, glad it helped. She called once. You don't oversell, she said. I don't need to, I replied. That felt important. News from my family reached me anyway. A coworker mentioned Ethan. Heard his startup isn't doing well, he said. I nodded. Things happen, I replied. Later, a neighbor asked, your dad okay? He's fine, I said automatically. He's been sick, she added. The word sat heavy. That night, I stared at my phone. You should call, I told myself. I shouldn't, I replied back. Mark noticed my mood. You look split, he said. I am, I replied. Why? They're struggling, I said. And, he asked. I hesitated. I'm not, I replied. Mark nodded. That's the shift, he said. Is that bad? I asked. No, he replied. It's necessary. Claire noticed too. You okay? She asked during a call. Thinking, I replied. About them, she asked. I paused. Yes, I said. She didn't judge. Success isn't cruelty, she said. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, I replied. Then don't, she said. Just don't disappear either. That stuck with me. Another update came. Ethan borrowed money from friends. Dad missed work. I felt relief. Then guilt. Then honesty. Is this revenge? I asked Mark. No, he said. Revenge looks back. What does this look like? I asked. Survival, he replied. I thought about Christmas. About laughter. About silence. I stopped chasing them, I said. And you started choosing you, Mark replied. I nodded. That night, I sat in my apartment. Clean. Quiet. Mine. I'm not controlled anymore, I said. No one argued. There was a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I opened it and saw Rachel. Oh, I said. Hi, she replied. We stood there too long. You going to invite me in? She asked. I'm thinking, I said. She stepped inside. Nice place, she said. It's quiet, I replied. She looked around like she didn't belong. You look different, she said. I feel different, I answered. She sat down slowly. This is awkward, she said. It didn't have to be, I replied. Rachel sighed. Things aren't good, she said. I heard, I replied. She rubbed her hands together. Ethan's business failed, she said. I know, I answered. She looked at me. He needs help, she said. I stayed silent. And Mom, she added, she cries every day. I nodded. That's hard, I said. Dad came next. He's sick, she said. I heard that too, I replied. Rachel leaned forward. We're worried, she said. I was too, I answered. She swallowed. We thought maybe you could help, she said. For the family, she added quickly. I smiled without warmth. Do you miss me? I asked. She froze. That's not fair, she said. It's honest, I replied. She looked away. We miss you, she said. I waited. She sighed. We miss what you bring, she corrected. I nodded. Thank you for saying that, I replied. Rachel frowned. You're being cold, she said. No, I answered. I'm being clear. She crossed her arms. You always do this, she said. Do what? I asked. Make things uncomfortable, she replied. They already are, I said. She stood up. You don't understand, she said. Explain it then, I replied. She paced. They're drowning, she said. So was I answered. That was different, she replied. How? I asked. She opened her mouth. Closed it. Silence answered for her. Rachel's voice softened. We thought you'd be over it by now, she said. I am, I replied. Then help, she said. No, I answered. She stared at me. You won't, she asked. I can't, I replied. Won't or can't, she pressed. I won't, I said. Rachel laughed nervously. You're really doing this, she said. I am, I replied. She shook her head. This isn't like you, she said. It is, I answered. You just never saw it. She sat back down. You're punishing us, she said. No, I replied. I stopped saving you. Her eyes filled. They're your family, she said. I know, I replied. And, she asked. And I'm mine too, I said. Rachel wiped her face. So that's it, she asked. That's it, I replied. She stood again. I'll tell them, she said. Tell them the truth, I replied. She hesitated at the door. They'll be hurt, she said. They already were, I answered. Rachel opened the door. You've changed, she said. I had to, I replied. She left without another word. I closed the door and leaned against it. My heart was steady. My hands didn't shake. Karma doesn't yell, I said quietly. It waits. For the first time, I didn't feel guilty. My phone rang late at night. I almost ignored it. I saw Dad's name and answered. Hello? I said. His breathing was uneven. It's me, he said. I know, I replied. We sat in silence. I heard about Rachel, he said. She came by, I answered. Another pause. You didn't help, he said. No, I replied. He cleared his throat. You've done well, he said. So I hear, I answered. That's not what I meant, he said. What did you mean? I asked. He hesitated. We underestimated you, he said. The words landed softly. Too softly. I know, I replied. Dad sighed. You didn't deserve that, he said. That came late, I answered. I'm trying, he said. I see that, I replied. His voice dropped. I should have supported you, he said. Yes, I answered. I thought pressure would make you stronger, he said. It made me quieter, I replied. He didn't argue. That's on me, he said. My chest tightened. Part of me wanted to fix it. Part of me remembered the table. I needed you then, I said. I'm here now, he replied. That's the problem, I answered. Silence filled the line. I don't know how to make it right, he said. You can't, I replied. He inhaled sharply. So that's it, he asked. That's honesty, I said. I'm not asking for money, he said quickly. I know, I replied. I'm asking for something, he said. I don't have it, I answered. Dad laughed softly. You always were stubborn, he said. I learned from you, I replied. Another pause. Your mother worries, he said. I know, I answered. She misses you, he added. I miss who I needed, I replied. Dad's voice shook. You sound different, he said. I am, I replied. You don't sound angry, he said. I'm not, I answered. Then what is this, he asked. It's distance, I said. He exhaled. That hurts, he said. It had to, I replied. Dad was quiet longer this time. I failed you, he said. You did, I answered. I'm sorry, he said. The word sat between us. Not enough. Not nothing. Thank you, I replied. He waited. For what, he asked. For saying it, I said. I don't expect forgiveness, he said. Good, I replied. I just didn't want silence, he said. Silence taught me, I answered. Dad sighed again. I hope you're happy, he said. I am, I replied. That's good, he said. It is, I answered. We both knew the call was ending. No anger. No shouting. I won't push, he said. Don't, I replied. If you ever need me, he said. I needed you, I answered. He didn't interrupt. I don't hate you, I said. That helps, he replied. I just stopped sacrificing myself, I added. Dad swallowed. I understand, he said. I wasn't sure he did. But he tried. Take care, he said. You too, I replied. The line went dead. I set the phone down slowly. My hands were steady. Revenge wasn't shouting. It wasn't punishment. It was growth. I didn't destroy them. I simply chose not to disappear anymore. A year passed faster than I expected. Another Christmas arrived quietly. I stood in my kitchen and said, "This is different." No one answered. I smiled anyway. I chopped vegetables and talked to myself. "Don't burn it," I said. "I won't," I replied. The apartment smelled warm. Simple. Safe. My phone buzzed. A message from Mom. "Merry Christmas." I stared at it. "Merry Christmas," I typed back. No follow-up came. That was okay. I sat at my small table and set one plate. "One is enough," I said. I turned on music and hummed. I couldn't remember the last time I did that. "Look at you," I said. "Cooking." I tasted the food. "Not bad," I said. I thought about last year. The laughter. The jokes. The cold walk outside. That version of me didn't know better, I said. I sat down and ate slowly. No rushing. No tension. Halfway through dinner, I said, "You're not alone." I paused. "Yes, you are," I replied. "And that's okay." The pain was still there. I felt it when I remembered Dad's voice. When I pictured Mom crying. When I thought about Ethan. "I don't hate you," I said aloud. "I just don't fit there anymore." I washed the dishes and laughed quietly. "Peace is loud when you're used to noise," I said. Later, I sat on the couch and checked my phone. A message from Rachel appeared. "Hope you're okay." I stared at it. "I am," I typed. That was true. I remembered every time I stayed silent. Every time I shrank. Every time I hoped. "I don't need hope like that anymore," I said. I opened the window and let cold air in. It reminded me of the night I left. "You saved yourself," I whispered. The thought didn't hurt. It settled. I thought about Mark. About Claire. About work. "I built something," I said. "Not perfect," I added. "But real." My phone buzzed again. No new messages. I put it down. "I don't owe anyone a performance," I said. I looked at the empty chair across from me. "That seat doesn't belong to me," I said. I stood and poured a drink. "To surviving," I said. "No," I corrected myself. "To living." I drank slowly. Memories came and went. They didn't drag me under anymore. "I'm stronger," I said. "I'm calmer. I'm free." The words felt solid. I didn't walk out to punish them. I didn't leave to make a point. I walked out because I couldn't breathe, I said. I breathed easily now. The clock ticked toward midnight. Another year ending. "I'm proud of you," I said. No one argued. I turned off the lights and stood by the window. Snow started falling. "Beautiful," I said. I thought about the table I left behind. The one full of smiles that never reached me. My seat was never there, I said. I wasn't angry. I wasn't bitter. I was done. I climbed into bed and pulled the blanket up. Good night, I said. Silence answered. It felt kind. As I closed my eyes, I whispered. That choice changed everything.